Hello friends, again I am today before you with the model answer for yesterday's question. Yesterday we have given one theoretical question of ethics. So we will discuss the answer of that question today. And today we will be giving one case study which we will be discussing model answer tomorrow. So now yesterday's question was, a public servant must rise above identity politics to serve the constitution, not a constituency. Discuss the importance of impartiality and neutrality in upholding democratic values and delivering equitable governance in India. This answer needs to be written about 150 words for 10 marks as theoretical questions come in ethics paper. So let us see what can be the answer. Now, in my answer writing tips, which video is already available on the YouTube, I have already told some tips for answer writing. So those guidelines also we keep on following in every model answer. We have to quote some ethical theories. We have to quote some uh, philosophers' name. We have to quote some uh, documents like Constitution or ARC report or Nolan Committee report or some special ethical theories, etc., to support our argument in the answer. So this question is basically regarding impartiality and neutrality in upholding democratic values and delivering equitable governance in India. Now, since the number of words given are very small, I mean 150 words, so you cannot simply keep on expanding unnecessarily. You cannot waste your words unnecessarily. So now let us see what can be the answer. First, we will have to basically definitely define impartiality, neutrality, and how this is important to civil servants. We will have to give some live examples also, and accordingly, our answer will be written. So I will just tell you what can be the model answer along with these points. See, impartiality and neutrality are ethical obligations rooted in Indian Constitution, Article 14. So first we are mentioning Indian Constitution, Article 14, and essential for non-discriminatory rights-based governance. So some ethical terms also need to be used, terms and phrases. Documents, for example, Indian Constitution, we have already quoted. Then one modern Indian leader, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the architect of India's civil service, envisioned administrators as impartial trustees of public interest, not political functionaries. So we are giving the views of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel also. This is again important for this question. Now we'll quote some ethical theories. So deontological ethics. Deontological ethics, you know, is from Immanuel Kant, compels public servants to act from duty and not consequence. Then we will again Rawls' theory of justice. John Rawls has given theory of justice. So Rawls' theory of justice emphasizes fairness secured through institutional neutrality. Then utilitarianism of Bentham and Mill, that also we will quote, too supports impartiality as it promotes the greatest good for the greatest number. So these four theories we have quoted now. Now we'll next paragraph. The second Administrative Reforms Commission, that is second ARC, recommends neutrality to enhance administrative credibility. So second ARC also we have quoted, and we have taken support from that. Then Nolan Committee principles, integrity, objectivity, and selflessness further legitimize neutral conduct. So Nolan Committee also echoes the same views. Now let us go for some one or two examples. Examples around abound. TN session. So example of TN session, upheld electoral fairness despite pressure. SR Sankaran worked impartially for the upliftment of Dalits and weaker sections. Durga Shakti Nagpal acted against illegal mining despite political costs. So in an era of polarization and identity politics, neutrality ensures civil servants uphold the constitution promote justice, and preserve the ethical core of democratic governance. So this kind of conclusion we can derive. Neutrality ensures that civil servants uphold the constitution, promote justice, and preserve the ethical core of democratic governance. So basically, what we are doing, we are quoting some ethical theories, we are quoting some, leaders, political leaders who are relevant. Then we are quoting some documents like Constitution, Second ARC, Nolan Committee, and then we are giving some live examples, and then we are using some ethical terms and ethical phrases, and then finally we are having a very positive futuristic conclusion. So this completes the model answer for yesterday's question. Now, today we'll give one case study, which we will be answering tomorrow, giving model answer. Now, case study, I will just read it. This reads like, you are the collector of a coastal district where war refugees from an international conflict have landed. Local population opposes accommodating them, citing limited resources and job scarcity. The government has directed humanitarian assistance. How would you address the humanitarian obligations without alienating local citizens? This needs to be answered in 250 words, which will be answering tomorrow. But I will just once again read this case study just to make it clear to you. You can also think the appropriate answer, which we will be discussing tomorrow, because I request all the students and the viewers to think over the answer so that when I give the model answer, you can also compare your answers with that. And if you feel any suggestions, any comments, etc., you can write in the comments also, so that if further any improvement or any issues needs to be redressed, I will also accordingly redress those issues. So I will once again read this case study. You are the collector of a coastal district where war refugees from an international conflict have landed. Local population opposes accommodating them, citing limited resources and job scarcity. The government has directed humanitarian assistance. How would you address the humanitarian obligations without alienating local citizens? Now, this needs to be answered in about 250 words. Tomorrow anyway we'll be giving the answer, but I request you also to think the various answers. I mean, what can be the ideal answer, and then we will discuss it tomorrow. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. Thank you, everyone.